When you think about it, we all chase a few big things in life: money, power, love, and respect. Today, we're going to focus on that last one: respect. We've taken a really deep dive on the subject and boiled it all down into this essential explainer. So, you ready to learn the rules? Let's get into it.
First things first, let's start with a quote that kind of turns some common advice on its head. We always hear, just be yourself. But what if you're not totally happy with who you are right now? Well, the idea here is that just being yourself isn't the finish line. The real goal is always to be bettering yourself. Because respect, it isn't just handed to you, it's earned, and you earn it by becoming the best version of you.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we're going to build the foundation, and that's all about your mindset. Then we'll get into projecting power through your presence. After that, we'll talk about the social game, your interactions with people. And finally, we'll hit the highest level, building true value through mastery.
All right, let's start at the beginning, the foundation. Look, everything, and I mean everything, when it comes to getting respect from others starts right here, inside your own head. It starts with the respect you have for yourself. And here's the thing, you just can't fake this part. So let's dive into these internal rules.
Okay, what's so powerful here is the balance you have to strike. On one hand, you've got to be strong enough to admit your mistakes. That shows real maturity. And you need to be humble, achieving great things but staying grounded. That's a quality that just draws people in. On the other hand, you need the confidence to laugh at yourself. It shows you're secure. But, and this is a big but, you also have to protect your weaknesses. You can't just hand people the ammunition to use against you. It's this dance between being open and being guarded that builds that rock-solid foundation.
So you might be thinking, wait a minute, that sounds like a contradiction. Laugh at yourself, but also hide your weaknesses? And you're right, it seems that way. But the key is context. It's all about who you're with. With your close friends, your inner circle, yeah, laugh at yourself. It builds a bond. But out in the wider world, in a professional setting, you've got to be more strategic. You protect those vulnerabilities to build an aura of strength. It's not about being fake, it's about being smart.
Once you get that internal mindset right, it naturally starts to show on the outside. And that brings us to our next section: projecting power. Because how you carry yourself, how you enter a room, it tells people a story about you before you've even said hello.
And honestly, one of the biggest things you can do for your presence is fix your posture. Seriously, it's a huge deal. And the best part? You can do it right now in about 10 seconds. Just stand sideways to a mirror, straighten out your spine, pull your shoulders back just a little bit, don't overdo it, and then line up your neck with your spine. That's it. That small change right there instantly makes you look more confident.
But it's not just posture. There are 3 other big pieces to this puzzle. First, your appearance. Invest in quality clothes. And this isn't about flashy brands. It's about quality over quantity. One really good outfit says more than 5 cheap ones. Second is your voice. Stop rushing. When you speak slowly and deliberately, you sound confident, like you're in control. And third, maybe the most important one, how you react under pressure. If someone insults you, don't bite. Just stay calm. A silent, steady look is way more powerful than losing your cool.
Okay, so you've got your inner game on lock. You're carrying yourself with presence. Now it's time to put it all together in the social game. This is about your day-to-day interactions, which is where respect is truly won or lost.
And the number one rule of this game is so simple, but we forget it all the time. It's the law of reciprocity. You have to give respect to get respect. It's a two-way street. When you make someone feel seen and heard, when you give them your genuine attention, they are so much more likely to do the same for you. It's really that basic.
So how do you actually do that? Well, here are 4 keys. First, you have to really listen. I mean really listen, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Don't interrupt. Second, stay away from gossip. Talking about people behind their backs, it doesn't make you look cool, it just diminishes your own character. Instead, do the opposite. Praise people in public. Or even better, praise them when they're not around. Trust me, it always gets back to them. And finally, be a little mysterious. Don't be a completely open book. When you keep some of your personal life private, it creates intrigue and people won't take you for granted.
Okay, this brings us to the final level, the real endgame, building true value. This is the kind of respect that goes beyond just social skills or looking confident. This is the deep, lasting respect you earn when you are just undeniably good at what you do. And a great way to think about this is something called the T concept. Just picture the letter T. That long vertical bar, that's you going deep. That's your mastery in one core skill, becoming truly world-class at it.
And the horizontal bar across the top, that's your broad knowledge in a bunch of other areas. You're not an expert in all of them, but you can hold your own. You can connect the dots.
And here's a perfect real-world example. Take a global superstar like Virat Kohli. His vertical bar, his deep mastery, is obviously his world-class cricketing ability. No one can deny it. But what earns him that universal respect is his wide horizontal bar. He's a great communicator, he has elite fitness, a sharp business sense, a strong public image. It's the combination of that deep skill and broad competence that makes him so powerful.
And finally, let's wrap up with one last really powerful idea about value. Think about this. After a solid month of rain, everybody gets so excited to see the sun. Why? Because scarcity creates value. It's the same with your time and your presence. If you're always there, always available, people can start to take you for granted. The lesson? Don't always be available. Let people value your time, and they'll value and respect you a whole lot more.
So the big takeaway from all of this is pretty clear. Respect is something you earn out in the world in public, but it's built in private. It's built in the hours you spend working on your mindset, practicing your skills, and building your character when nobody's watching. It's an active process. So the real question I want to leave you with is, after everything we've talked about, which one of these rules are you going to start with today?